What up, YouTube? It's your boy P Money, and we back with another video, man. Now today we just gonna talk boxing, bro. I got a lot of stuff on my mind to talk about in the boxing world. First off, let's just thank Tank and Ryan for giving us the kickoff to having the fights that really need to be made. You know what I'm saying? They started it off. They popped it off, so we here. Where should we start though? Let's start off with Errol and Fulton. So Errol moved up to fight Fulton. Tough guy. It was a good fight. They went 8 rounds. He stopped him in the 8th round. Now everybody's saying that Terrence Crawford is the #1 pound for pound now, but we can't act like Errol didn't move up, 3 weight classes? He moved up 3 weight classes, bro, and stopped Fulton. We can't. Now, I know the magnitude of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford was way bigger than Errol and Fulton, but them accolades is them accolades. We can't accolades speak for himself. So man, I kind of don't like the fact that people are trying to write off Errol not being #1 pound for pound. But I think Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford right here. Errol just right there. He just a little bit above him, bro. Them accolades. Now, we can't act like Terrence Crawford ain't have the most probably spectacular performance we didn't see in years, but them accolades show. So let's give it up for Errol becoming, in my opinion, the #1 pound for pound king right now. Now let's talk about. I got so much to say about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how Errol Spence looked before the fight. Now, I don't want to be one of them dudes who making excuses for Errol Spence and just saying this because he lost and stuff like that, but the proof was in the pudding, man. Before you watch the fight, he had an interview with I don't know who the dude was. He had an interview. He looked like he just wasn't prepared. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, before you fight, or before you train, before you play a basketball game, before you get in a football game, and you warm up like you playing in the actual game. You know what I'm saying? So you get your blood flowing and all that. Errol Spence didn't do that. Should we blame his coach for that? For not warming up properly? You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no. Now we always say this about Errol, but at the magnitude of this fight, no emotion. He didn't have no emotion. He didn't have no, just, you know what I'm saying? No energy. Boom. We're gonna say no energy. We're gonna start off right there. Was he dehydrated for the weight? Was he too dehydrated? Was the weight cut bad? Did he focus on cutting weight this whole camp instead of him actually getting his hands right? Was we blinded by his performance against Ugas? You know what I'm saying? Got all these things that we can say, but before we even get there, let's just take my hat off for Terrence Crawford for doing what he did. Now let's go back to Errol Spence. Yeah, man, he came in the interview looking high. He looked high, he looked drugged up, he looked all around just not on his P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I feel like that played a big factor in his performance. That's the reason why he said he was off. It could be the car crash. I feel like the way he was bruising up played a part in that car crash. The way he was bruising, if you really look at it. It looked like he was bruising from the inside in. It looked like he was bruising from the inside. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a surgery. Or something, man. But yeah, but I feel bad for Errol Spence coming into that fight. He wasn't ready. And I wish somebody Like the interviewer said, like, bro, are you good? Cause he realized like he looked like he was on anesthesia. For real, coming off anesthesia, bro. It's just crazy. Now let's talk about Bud. Bud, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing bad to say. Pure greatness. Potentially in my era, in my lifetime. Let me see. Is he the second greatest of all time in my life, in my opinion? You know, we got Floyd. And then Bud. I don't see no, but who better? We got Floyd. You can say Canelo, but in my opinion, Terrence Crawford would beat Canelo ass. He'll stop Canelo. The way he was looking last night, he'll stop everybody. He'll stop Charlo. He'll stop Canelo. He'll stop Tim Tszyu. He'll stop Boots. He'll stop all these guys, bro. He's too smart. He can bang in the inside. He can bang in the outside. He goes southpaw. Go orthodox. He got the arm length. His power is weird. I'm saying it's weird. It's like destructive power. I don't know what he got in his hands. What is it? What is in him? He can deadlift 4-5. Man, that's a freak of nature right there. And that's why he's the greatest, one of the greatest of all time. Just gotta say it. Regardless of how he would have beat Errol Spence, it would have been a close fight or what. I still got him down as one of the greatest of all time, man. He's just too nice, boy. Boy, Bud, something different with them hands, boy. So, give me a big shout. I want to give a big shout out to Bud. And just for being who he is as a fighter, bro. You gotta appreciate greatness when it's there. You gotta appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? He pinpointed everything. Errol Spence was too slow that night. His footwork was never up to par. And people never really realized that because his performances in the fights, but his footwork was never up to par. You know what I'm saying? He can't keep coming up. You can't keep coming forward every fight. Every fight in your life isn't going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, I feel like Derrick James played a part in that. Also, Errol Spence's ego. You know what I'm saying? You can't act like Errol Spence wasn't Errol Spence before this fight. And what I mean like by that is, you can't catch Moby with a fishing pole. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this, you can't do that. Eat a big fish. Man down, hand down, man down. Strap Caesar, you know what I'm saying? Put him in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? The only expression I seen from Errol Spence is when they announced his name, and he was like this and did his little, but he still ain't had no sweat, man. He went, when Terrence Crawford came into that ring, his shirt was already off. You know what I'm saying? So, congratulations to Terrence Crawford. Legendary ring entrance. Lovely night, bro. Lovely event. Lovely event. Lovely event, man. Celebrities was there. Lovely event, bro. Now, what we got next for Terrence Crawford? What's next for Errol Spence? Now, I can see them rematching at 154, but ain't nothing gonna. It's gonna be worse. I feel like Errol need to fight one more time in Dallas and then just retire. He can't go out like that. So he need to fight one more time in Dallas and then just retire. Let's call it a career. He had a great career. You know what I'm saying? Let your ego go, let your pride go, and just wander off. Take care of your kids. Go do what you want to do. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Your time it's more about health now. We all see it, bro. And I love Errol as a fighter. I love Errol. I love Bud as a fighter. My two favorite fighters, bro. My two favorite fighters right now. I ain't gonna lie, that's my two favorite fighters right now. You can't act like Errol ain't done what he did in his career. So I want him to take one more fight and then just retire for his health, bro. I don't want to be one of them guys that's like, oh, remember we seen Errol say this, and remember when Errol was doing that and this and that, and now he can barely talk. Now he in a wheelchair like this. Man, hand down, man down, strap season. Like we don't want to see that, bro. And I ain't joking. I'm talking from the heart. We don't want to see that, man. For real. So I really want Errol to just just chill. You know what I'm saying? He did amazing. You know, I say he don't chill. He moved up to 154. Rematch Bud. Lose. Bud beats him again, but it's a more competitive fight. I feel like it'll be even easier against Errol the second time, but I also think this: Bud not gonna be as amped up and just as fueled up as he was. Maybe he is gonna be, but that was just legendary. His aura, his energy, everything was legendary that night. The ring walking, the getting on top of the ropes and talking to Charlo, all that was just legendary. Everything was legendary. That was his night. You know what I'm saying? That was just his night. And I believe so it'll be his night again every night until he retired. Bud just like that. So I think Errol should sit down. I don't think he should rematch Bud. Move up to 154, fight one more time in his city and retire, bro. Now for Bud, he got options. He can fight, move up to 154, fight Tim. He can wait for Charlo to fight Canelo and fight Charlo, which would be a hell of a bang fest. A hell of a bang fest, bro. That would be a hell of a bang fest. Ooh, we talking about somebody getting knocked out. Ooh, cause Charlo not Errol. Charlo can move, he can bang, but I don't think he can box as good, or even. I don't think he is as superior of a boxer as Bud, bro. So look, Charlo lost against Tony Harrison, and it's a good fight. He lost against Tony Harrison in his first fight, but then he stopped in his second fight. Tony Harrison is not near the boxer as Bud is, so you got the hiccup and shit. Well, he ain't as near as the boxer as Bud is, so Bud might just stop Charlo. He might just stop Charlo. He might just do it. I know Charlo the bigger guy. What they say against everybody that Bud fight. He the bigger guy though. He can bang, he can box. I just don't. It's the little stuff. He not a counter puncher like Bud. Bud's a mean. He's a mean boy. I stay. If I was a boxer and I seen what he just did to Errol, I'll stay away from that boy. Boots, stay away from Bud. Stay away from Bud, bro. It'll be a good fight, but stay in your era. Stay in your, you know what I'm saying? Stay in your class. This is like LeBron versus fucking the new rookie who potentially supposed to be a generational talent, which we haven't seen him do nothing because he ain't faced no adversity or nothing. Bud ain't got cut yet. I mean, Boots ain't got cut yet. Boots ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got enough experience. You know what I'm saying? And that experience is gonna be the main factor to why Bud knocked that ass out. Once them lights come on and he see all these famous people, he see Wallow, or he see fucking Gilly over there, you know, he was like, damn. And you know, Bud gonna be even a harder hitter at 154. His power is just crazy. It's crazy. How? For real. He's gonna be an even harder hitter at 154. Might slow him down a little bit more. Might calculate him a little bit more. He might be feeling more generated. We don't know, man, but Bud will stop Charlo. Bud will stop Boots. What we talking about right now? I want to see how Charlo look against Canelo. Well, I don't know who gonna win against that boy Canelo, but if we get Canelo that fought John Ryder, if we get the same Canelo that fought GG, if we get the same Canelo that fought Bivol, Charlo got a chance now. Now if Charlo beat Canelo, his confidence gonna be through the roof. Now I don't see him coming back down to fight Bud if he beat Canelo, but if he do lose to Canelo, I see him coming down and fighting Bud, which should be a great fight. I appreciate everybody for tuning in this video. Like, comment, and fucking subscribe. We out, bro.